9 years ago, at age 55, I found myself living alone, divorced from my wife. I was isolated from my sons, separated from my family, and I found myself sitting in a bathtub with a gun to my head. The world came in. I did not pull the trigger. It was a mystery to me because I was fully intentful. But I believe now, looking back, that God was working in my life. I began to realize there was an underlying message to everything that I was hearing that had nothing to do with self-help. There was a truth that was there, that I was finally beginning to realize that there was a way for me to move my life from where it was to where I knew I needed to be. When I met a wonderful woman who has been a member of the Woodlands United Methodist Church for over 30 years, she led me into this church. And I began to attend regularly because I knew I would have to be different. I began to attend Quest. We did Habitat for Humanity work. We did United Way work. And I began to do Bible studies, and they were critical to me moving beyond the reliance upon myself. But I always had this fear of taking that next step, that I wasn't good enough, that it wasn't real inside me. One night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I was reading in the Gospel of John. At that time, I saw Jesus. I saw him in my heart. And I knew at that instant that Jesus had died not just for someone else's sins, but he died for my sins. After I accepted Jesus, my life changed. I joined the church, first church I had ever belonged to. 6 months later, I was baptized by immersion just outside of the harvest. I was born again. My heart was completely different. My relationships changed. The way I talked to myself in my own mind changed. I rid myself of everything I had been carrying with me for so many years. Everything ceased to be about me and my life and living in the world, and became, what can I do to follow Jesus?